the in-person class getting bigger than the Zoom class. I know. But let's go ahead and we'll start by warming up the body. And if you see me get up, I might be getting up just to let somebody in.
Sure.
I did put the fan on, but let me know if I need to adjust it. But let's go ahead and begin by warming up the shoulders. We'll do some nice circles. So no weights yet. We're just going to use our body and really emphasize these circles, dropping them down, pulling them forward. This is an opportunity to kind of fill into those joints, see how they're feeling, and to loosen them up. And change direction. Nice. You might hear some popping. That's normal. It's just trapped air, really. You really want to get that out. And so, hi, are you going to join us?
Sure. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. I'm joining us right here. So go ahead and I'm going to grab some larger weights because I know that I need some larger weights here. Go ahead and bring those arms out. I'm going to do some circles. And as you do these circles, I'm going to run and grab some
Here, I'll
heavier.
go get the weights.
Okay. Can you do me a favor and grab me a blanket? While you're going. And stop and change direction. And right now we're just stretching. So imagine that your hands could reach out probably a good 10 feet past you, right? So you feel that stretch all the way underneath the arm here.
On top too.
Yes, right. So when you give that illusion, when you visualize that movement, it actually shifts the energy in the arms. All right, and go ahead and drop those hands. Nice. Okay, let's go ahead and do our necks now. And we want to just move the neck. So I'm going to put my hands on my knees so my body stays stable. And I'm going to look over one shoulder and then look over the other. Keeping the body facing forward, just moving the head so that the neck stretches out. You're awesome. Thank you.
He's a good yes, dear.
I am trainable. I'm not that smart, but I am trainable.
That's not true. But and let's shift and move that neck up and down. And as you look up, extend that chin up towards the ceiling so you feel that stretch going through the jaw all the way through the neck. We spend so much time looking down that we get tight in this area. Let's loosen that up. This also helps if you have any jowls, this will help loosen that up. And bring that head back to center. Very nice. All right. So let's do our spine now. I'm going to rest my hands on my knees. I'm going to pull my body forward, arching my back, looking up, pushing against my knees, curling the back, looking down. So this is like a modified cat-cow in yoga. And I'm moving nice and slow, just allowing that spine to loosen up. Almost have it slither like a snake. So each little vertebra is articulated, letting go of any tension or tightness in between those spaces. And we'll do two more. In both directions here. Last one. And pull it back and then bring that body upright. Nice. So when we're sitting upright, it can be comfortable. And so sometimes we'll let that body settle. You want to keep that body upright, lifting that rib cage up nice and high so it's not resting on the hips. And that's going to help keep this strength inside the core. All right, so now we're going to shift that body in a circle. So I've got my rib cage, right? And so I'm going to move that rib cage in a circle. We're not moving the shoulders. The shoulders are moving. So when you watch me, that's what it looks like. But I want you to visualize that rib cage making the circles. So we're still moving that spine, but now we're moving it in a different direction. So we're bringing that articulation in a circular motion. So now we're engaging the hips just a bit. Feels a little different when you do the rib cage, right? Let's stop and just go the other direction. It's so nice to see real faces. Yes, feel the energy too, right? Let's do a couple more. 1 and 2, and center your body upright. So remember what we talked about, checking in, bringing that rib cage up. Now I'm going to have you visualize those shoulders rolling back, and we're going to settle them down. And I heard someone say, imagine that they're going to just sink down into your back pocket. So visualize that energy sinking down back. Tucking that tailbone underneath just a bit. And this is the body in alignment. For some of us, if we haven't sat like this, it doesn't feel comfortable. But the more we practice, the more comfortable it will begin to feel. All right, so from this position, the body is upright. I'm going to put my left hand on my right knee. I'm going to grab the chair behind me and look behind me. Still continuing to loosen up the body. Right now, we're still warming up. Go ahead and bring the body forward, and let's turn the other direction. And come back forward. Nice. I'm going to hang onto the chair so that I stay nice and secure. Opposite arm comes up, and let's lean over. As I do so, that hip wants to rise up. Push it down, push it into the chair. You get a deeper stretch in this area here. Extend that arm up, push that hip down. And let's bring that hand down. That hand now is going to grab the chair to make sure I'm nice and secure. Other arm comes up, extend it up, lifting that rib cage up as you lean over. Good job. Remember, push that hip down, push that arm up. And go ahead and bring that hand down. I'm going to do that again. Let's raise that first arm up, lean over. Now, right now, my right hand is up, so I'm going to take that right foot and extend it out. And now I'm going to extend that energy through my foot. The same energy I was extending through my hip, I'm going through my foot, all the way up to my fingertips. Extend a little further, stretch as far as you can. Nice. Good job. And pull that body in. Grab that chair. Let's do the other side. Arm comes up, lift it up. Feel that rib cage lifting up before you lean over. Left hand is up, so left foot comes out, and you can be either side. Extend that energy in both directions to the foot and the hand. I feel that stretch across my core. And pull that body back in. Nice. All right. So let's do our legs. We're just going to, and this is a warm up. We're not working out, so we're not worried about the core right now. We're just going to release any tightness in the knees. So I'm just swinging those knees. For some of you, you may need to lean back if you're not tall enough.
I was wondering.
I'm pretty short. My feet don't touch. Let's do some circles. I know.
Lily
And
Tomlin.
you have different chairs at home.
Chair, remember Lily Tomlin?
Oh, yeah.
Plays
That
a
really
little
big
girl.
chair.
Yeah, yeah. And that's the truth.
I hear some popping. Let's go the other way. Yeah, and that's the goal, is to just release that tightness, that tension inside there. And then go ahead and point those toes towards me. Flex them back towards you. Point and flex. Point and flex. And let's do some circles. And again, you can hear mine popping.
Mine always pop.
In Ayurveda, this is called vata, and it's dry air. Let's go the other way. And go ahead and rest those legs. All right, cool. I think we're pretty warmed up. How's everyone feeling? Good. All right, let's go ahead and we're going to lift those arms. We're going to lift them up towards the ceiling. As we do, we're going to lift one leg up, settle it down, lift the other leg up. And
Oh
we'll,
my gosh.
is that you?
Yeah,
Okay.
this thing has been a lemon since that hit.
Let's do 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and down. All right, so now I'm going to lift my arms up like airplanes. As I do, both feet are going to lift up, both feet right down. So I lift up and down. We'll do 10. 1, 2, good job. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and rest. Good job. Now we're engaging the core. So we're moving those limbs, getting them warmed up, but the core is also becoming
Can I
engaged.
ask you a question? I'm
Yes.
sorry. When I do what we're just doing the last two ones, it pulls on my back. 'Cause I've got- So I'm trying to, I don't know how to figure out where it doesn't pull. I want to just sit
So
on
go
the floor.
ahead, use the chair. So that the question is to release the lower back. Is leaning back is going to help because it's still pulling.
Yeah.
And so you know what you could do, put one foot down and do one leg at a time. How's that feel?
It's still, I think I'll do it.
Okay.
Sometimes if you put a roll behind your back,
so that you get that arch here.
I don't know if, okay.
Sparky, thanks for hanging in there. We got just a little modification that we're creating right here.
Well, that's good, yeah.
Does that help?
So this-
No, go ahead. I'll get
Give
one.
me this one.
No.
I'm fine, I'm fine. All right.
Okay, sure.
All right, so I'm gonna get us going because we do have
Sorry.
someone on. No, we're here to help support you. We want everyone to be feeling good. So we did a stretch where we brought our leg out and we're gonna bring our arms out and pull it back in. So we're gonna stretch across, pull it back. And as you pull it in, I really want you to visualize this core muscle pulling in things. And so we're going to reach across and then pull it in, really filling that muscle. And we'll do 10 on one side and then 10 on the other. 1, pull it in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice, let's do the other side. You got that? Okay, good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and pull it in. Nice. All right. So we've been engaging both the limbs, the legs and the arms together. And so the core's been involved with that. This time we're going to do just the arms. And so my arms are close to my body. And I'm just going to pull it out. And as that one comes out, the other one's going to come in. And this is more about warming up the body. And so as we move our arms back and forth, we feel the core start to warm up. And we'll do this. And we're going to do this for a count of 20. I'm going to warm up that core. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, other side, and relax. Nice. All right, good job. Let's go ahead and find our weights. And we all have different size weights. And so you can shift after we find out which exercise we're going to do. We'll do some bicep curls first. And you can adjust. You don't have to use weights if you don't want to. The exercises work just as fine without. Let's go ahead and get our wrists warmed up first. So I'm actually going to rest my hands on my knees. Going to let those weights roll down and curl up. And so now I'm using my forearm here, but I'm also working these little muscles in the wrist. And so I curl down, roll it up, nice and simple here. And we'll do 10. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice. And bring that body up. We'll do some bicep curls. Lift that rib cage up off of the hips. And let's curl up, touching the weights to our shoulders. We'll do 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
At my prolo.
6. Oh, 7. That's good, right?
Yeah.
8,
It'll stuck in the middle.
9, 10, and release. Take a deep breath in. Check in with your body. As you're doing this, we're isolating this muscle. And so you want to check in, make sure the other muscles aren't creeping up, aren't feeling tight. I'm going to add a variation here. And so as we curl up, I'm going to raise those elbows up, open the door. We'll close that door, lower the elbows back to the start. And we'll do this for a count of 8. 1. I know it's tricky. 2. 3.
Use that.
4. There's some 2s too. Don't injure yourself. 4. There you go. 5. 6. Open those doors. 7. Last one here, nice and strong. 8. Open the doors, close, and down. Nice. All right. So we're shifting and adding some variation only because in real life, we never just isolate one muscle. We're always moving in different ways. Our last set, we're going to add one more variation to this. So we curl up, open the door all the way up. Let's bring this up, tap over our head, come back down, close the door, and back to the start. All right, so we've got one more move up, and this is going to be for a count of 6. Curl up, bicep curl, open up the door all the way, bring it up over the head. 1, close those doors, and down. 2, all the way up. Nice. 3, 4, 5, 6, bicep curl up, elbows up, open the door, over the head, close those doors, elbows down and back to the start. Nice, all right. So then we really, we use that upper, that shoulder, the neck, so go ahead and loosen that up, let it feel nice and soft. We don't want that tension bringing those shoulders up. Let's go ahead and drop those hands to our side. We're gonna raise our arms up into airplane arms and back down. As you do this, you're gonna feel your core engage. So tuck that stomach in almost as if you're trying to touch your belly button to the spine and drop it back down. We'll do this for a count of 10. 1, 2, how's your back? Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and back down. I'm wondering too if maybe just like a wider stance, or this feels. I think it feels good. So please adjust your body so that it feels good. We're raised to think that pain is good, right? No pain, no gain. But no, the body is telling you if there's pain, you should do something different. All right, so we got our airplane arms. Let's add a variation here. I'm going to raise those arms up. Now we're going to bring them in front of us. Open back up to airplane arms. So you see I do just a little twist because my palms are facing each other. Palms face down as I bring them down. We'll do this for a count of 8. 1, close them up. 2, 3, how's your shoulder, Bob? Good? 4.
Making music.
5.
Major key in my
6. 7. You might be feeling this in the deltoid now, right? 8. Last one. And down. And go ahead and release. Woo. All right, check in. Loosen that up.
It's amazing how heavy these get.
I know, right? It's amazing how heavy this gets. All right, gonna add one more variation. So we have our airplane arms. We went out, we brought it in front of us. We're gonna do that. We'll do a bicep curl here. Back out, back to the start and down. So we're just gonna add one more move in there. This one's gonna be for a count of 6. Airplane arms up. 1, bring it out to the front, bicep curl. Out, back, airplane arms and down. 2. 3. 4, you guys look good. 5. Last one, 6, nice and strong. Pull it out, curl up, out, bring it back up and down. Nice, all right. Take a short breath. Doing okay? You're thinking, why do I have long sleeves on? Okay, so.
okay. They don't bother.
Okay, good. So in the beginning, we did a move where we pushed our arms up and we brought our feet up. We're gonna do that same move, only now we have weights in our hands. So I'm scooting to the edge of the chair so I have a little more mobility. If you want to stand, or even if you don't want to lift those legs, you don't have to. Let's bring those weights up to the shoulders. And we're gonna lift one knee at a time, and we'll do 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and down. Sorry, Chris, that wasn't very clear.
Oh,
Sorry.
I just, for me, I do one side.
I know.
sometimes I get confused,
Yeah.
I don't know as fast. Yeah.
But you know what, so what I was talking about is rather than doing one side for 10, I actually alternate. Really challenges the mind, right? And so that's always my goal too, right? Is to make sure that we're staying active with the mind. Okay, so this next one, we're gonna rest our hands on our knees, and I'm gonna scoot back. I think you might need the chair as support. And I'm gonna lift those feet up as my hands come up. Now, you may want to challenge yourself, and you can do this, but this is really difficult for me to keep my feet and my hands up together. So I'm gonna use my chair to help support me. I'm gonna turn sideways here so Sparky can see me. Hands are on my knees, everything goes up and back down. We'll do this for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and back down. Nice, good job. That one really engaged the core, so you should be feeling that. And I felt that a little bit higher up on the, closer to the rib cage there. Let's go ahead and put those hands back on the knees. We're not going to use our feet this time. I'm going to raise one hand up, and as it lowers, it's going to switch with the other hand. It's almost like a scissors movement here, back and forth. And so, because the legs are not moving, I can bring those arms up just a little higher. But go ahead and use the chair. You can sit back if you feel more comfortable. Let's do 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and back down. Nice. Good job. We're going to start in the middle now, not on the knees. Same move, only one goes up, one goes down. One goes up, one goes down. So now I'm not resting my hands on my knee. It's starting in the center, and we're going to alternate up and down. 1, start from there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, back to the center and down. The movement was exactly the same. We just had a little pause in the middle. How funny, right? It just totally shifted. Yeah. I know. So some of you guys know my story. My dad recently passed, or seems recently. And when he had passed, he ended his life with dementia and Alzheimer's issues. And I thought, if I could do anything to help prevent anybody else from having to do that. And so all of these exercises are also being some assistance with connecting in the brain to build that resistance.
Because that's exactly what Buzz had June 1st.
Oh,
He had dementia.
very difficult, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. So we're gonna bring those weights back out in the front where we were. And this time I'm gonna pull them back, right? I'm gonna try to touch those shoulder blades together, try to touch those elbows together. So I'm really pulling back, pushing out, pulling back. And so I've got energy pushing and pulling. And we're gonna go ahead and do 10. 1, push it out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Push it out and release. Nice, good job. Okay, so we've been working a little bit of the deltoids, mostly the biceps here. Let's start to do a little bit of work on the back of the arms here. And so I'm going to turn sideways so you guys can see me and Sparky can see me here. And I'm going to have one weight just resting on the knee. The other weight's going to go straight down. So my arm is going straight down. I'm going to push this arm straight back. So my arm is going to stay like a bar, just pushing up. So visualize this is like a hammerhead here. And I'm actually going to strike. So I'm going to do it with some energy, pushing back. And let's do this for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and come back. All right. I'm going to do a row now. So now I'm going to guide my movement with my elbow, pulling up with the elbow.
We only did one arm, right? Or did we do both?
We'll switch and do the other side.
Okay.
Yeah, that's okay. Okay. I just figured, because I've got the cameras, it's easier than, yeah, no, you're fine. So let's pull it up, push it down. We'll do this for 10. 1, push it down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Push it down. All right. Never worry about asking me questions, right? And often I might forget. So, all right. So we're going to pull up at the elbow and we're going to do that push back. So we're actually going to be combining the two, bringing it back, pushing it down, pulling up, pushing back, bringing it forward, pushing down. We'll do 10. 1, push it back, push it down. 2, back, down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Push it down. Nice. All right. Let's switch and do the other side now.
Never mind, sorry.
No, go ahead.
No,
What?
I did
Did you?
the second arm, never mind, I'll figure it out, got
Okay.
it, we're good.
Okay. You can alternate. You could do one side, whatever feels comfortable for you. Okay. So one hand's going to rest on my knee. Other hand hangs down straight back as if you're hammering. Actually have some energy there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back down, and let's lead with the elbow or row. 1, push it down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Push it down. So now we're going to combine. Pull it up, push it back to the start, push it down. We'll do 10. 1, push it down. 2, push it back, push it down. 3, 4, push it back, push it down. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Push it down. Nice. It's actually nice to be in here with you when I'm at home and I'm just looking at the camera. I get distracted and sometimes I forget what I'm doing. I'm sure you've seen that.
Not really.
Oh, okay. So we're going to continue working on these back muscles here. And so I'm going to bring my hands up over my head, drop them down. And same thing, I'm going to imagine this is like a hammer hand and I'm going to pull it up, drop it down. You can use one weight if you want to use one weight and do both hands together. You don't have to use any weights if you don't want to. The energy is still going up towards the ceiling, back down towards the shoulder blades, up towards the ceiling. Or you can use both weights, however it feels comfortable for you. Arms up, drop them down. Let's do 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way back down. Nice. All right. We're going to do that move one more time because it's a muscle we don't often use. It's kind of hard to get to. So we'll do that one again. If you want to adjust and try the weights differently, you can go ahead and try it just a little differently. Or if your hands were facing each other, try facing them forward just to see if there's a little bit of a difference. So weights go up, hands drop down, and let's do 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way back down to the start. Nice. All right. I'm going to give our arms a break. Let's start working on the core just a little bit here. And I'm going to have my weights in my hands. I'm going to rest them to the outside of one knee. And so I'm going to shift these weights from the outside of one knee all the way to the other side. So I just said that we're not going to use our arms anymore. It would be very easy for me just to use my arms to lift these weights. But visualize that it's these core muscles that are shifting from one side to the other. So you should actually feel these core muscles moving that weight from side to side. And we'll do this for 10. 1, shift it over. 2, 3, use your core. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and bring it back to center. Nice. Similar move, only now we're gonna put the weights near our hips here. So I'm still gonna move it from one side to the other. Again, my arms could do the heavy lifting, but you want to visualize your core doing this. And let's do this for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way across. Good. One more time. I'm going to scoot up so I have a little more flexibility in my twist. I'm going to visualize that there's someone behind me, and I'm going to pass these weights to that person behind me. Bring it back to the front. Let's pass it to the person on the other side, bringing it back. So now I'm using a little bit more muscles on the side of my body. So I'm reaching over, so these side muscles are being engaged. And let's go ahead and we'll do this for 10. Reach behind you. 1, bring it back, other side. 2, bring it back. 3, bring it back. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, back to center. Good job. All right. I'm going to drop one hand down, other hand's going to come up. It's hard when you're used to lifting a certain weight, right? And then, yeah.
It's my shoulder.
Yes, yeah.
It's training me at every turn.
I know. Bob knows this too, though, right? Right? You're used to being able to do certain movements, and suddenly your body.
Lost all my muscle.
Yeah, with an illness. So, yeah. I'm going to drop that hand. We're going to switch. Other side's going to drop as the arm comes out, and we'll do this for 10. 1, bring it up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring it all the way up and rest. Good job. All right. So we've worked the front core. We've worked these side muscles. We're going to work the back, the lower back, just a bit here. And we're going to do that by dropping those weights down. My back is straight. And so I'm not letting the back round. The back is staying straight. And I'm not going to push against my feet. I'm actually going to contract my glutes and my higher hamstrings here to bring my body upright. So I'm just leaning forward, and I'm going to contract those glutes and bring my body to a sitting position. And we'll do this for 10. 1, contract those glutes. 2, 3, so those glutes working. 4, 5, 6, 7, whole pelvic floor closes in. 8, 9, 10, and release. Nice. So as we use our glutes to pull up, you can pull your abs in, lift that pelvic floor. So all of these core muscles begin to strengthen. So we're going to do that same move, but we're going to challenge ourselves just a bit. So I'm going to lean forward. It looks the same, only now as I pivot up, my arms are going to stay connected and pivot up with me. So I have this counterbalance right way out here. So that gets a little more difficult. So try it and see how it feels. If you have concerns with your lower back, be careful. We don't want to hurt that lower back. You can pull those arms in if you want, and that won't be as difficult on the lower back if that helps you. Okay, otherwise arms are out straight, and let's do this for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's go all the way back and pull the body upright. All right, good job. Nice. I'm going to continue our exercise with our body leaning forward. And so my feet are flat on the ground. And remember, you can make sure that your feet are in alignment by making a fist, put it between your knees. That means that my knees are hip distance, and go all the way down to my ankles. And that means my ankles are beneath my knees at that same distance. And now I know my body is in alignment and I'm not leaning one way or the other. I'm going to lean the body forward. I'm going to open up and close back down. Open up and close back down. I'm lifting my body just a bit. So I want to engage that lower back, but I'm really engaging my glutes. We'll do this for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and back down. I'm gonna let you take a little break. Go ahead and set those weights down. Let that body hang forward. Feel that back loosen up just a bit. If you need to move those hips a little bit, go ahead, open those legs just a bit. We're not done in this position, but I just want to make sure that you're not getting too tight, especially since we've been challenging the lower back. Go ahead and grab those weights again. This looks like a similar move, only now I'm going to lead with my elbows. So now the elbows are going to pull me up. I'm going to go all the way up to sitting position, opening those doors. I'm going to close those doors, push them down. Elbows lead all the way up, open the door, close those doors, push it down. We'll do this for 10. 1, open up, push it down. 2, 3, 4, 5, really challenging the body here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Open up the doors all the way back down, and let's set those weights aside. So we're going to be moving our feet around. So set those weights back far enough that you're not going to get caught on your toes. And take a deep breath. Good job. Good work. All right. Hopefully you feel those muscles working in here. Okay. We're going to engage the legs, going to engage the core. Probably do some cardio here too. Our first move is just going to be loosening up those hips, getting those thighs warmed up. And so I'm going to hang onto my chair for balance. You don't have to, you can put them on your hips. You can even hold them up if you want to challenge yourself. I'm going to lift one knee, lower it, and lift the other knee, almost as if I'm marching. And we'll do 20. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bodies upright. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's speed it up. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and rest. I like to put my hands here. I have a tendency to slouch, so that keeps my chest up. I have a tendency to want to just kind of curl over, so my hands help. Okay, going to raise those knees up a little bit higher. Hands going to go on the shoulders. Going to bring that knee all the way up to touch that alternating elbow here. And so I'm going to alternate one side then the other, and we'll do this for 10. 1, other side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and release. All right. I'm going to go just a little higher. I'm going to go all the way up so I can clap underneath. All right. And I'm not letting my body come down. Body staying upright. Back stays upright. You got to bring that foot up high enough so that you can clap underneath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and release. Nice. All right. Let's go ahead and open those legs up. We've been lifting the legs up in front of us. We're going to lift that leg up to the side now. You know, I said open those legs, but I'm going to let one leg go forward. Only one leg's going to be out. I'm going to lift that leg up. This is called the mountain climber. Bring those arms up. I'm going to lift that knee up to touch my elbow and bring it back down. So now I'm only going to do one side for 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good job. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's do the other side. So I'm going to open up that other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and down. Release those arms. Let's go ahead and we're going to lift those feet up. And we're going to hold this. And so I want your body upright. I want your feet flexed towards you. Tuck that core in and let's hold this for a count of 10. 1, 2, flex some more. 3, 4, body up. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and release. Nice. This next move is to help open up the hips here. And so I'm going to take a step out. I want you to visualize that there's a block, a dog. Julie joked because she always has her dogs, right? Her dog is right here, or Mark. I'm going to step over that and bring that foot back. And so you can hang on to the chair if it helps you, because it's not about building the muscle, it's about opening up this hip joint. So you want to get as high as you can and then bring it back. And we'll do that for a count of 10. 1, bring it back. 2, tap, bring it back. 3, you got a big St. Bernard there. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. So I said we're not using that muscle, but you can feel that muscle engaged, right? But that's going to open up that hip. You hanging in there? Good. Let's do the other side. 1, tap, bring it back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's still there coming back. 7, don't skim coming back. 8, 9.
Sciatica.
I know. So this is actually good for sciatica.
Yeah,
I
I
actually
can
am
see
doing this
that.
because of what you said. I'm like, I'm going to do some moves for Kathy. All right. So we're going to do both legs together. So now you have 2 dogs, right? No wiener dogs, right? Both legs go up and over. Both legs come back. And now this isn't jumping jacks, right? So this isn't about speed, about bringing up that cardio, although it might come up. This is about challenging the legs, the hips here. And so you can hang onto the chair. You can lean back if it helps you. And let's tap out for 10. 1, all the way over, bring it back. 2, 3, 4, good job. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1 more. 10, and bring it back. Nice. All right. Did you whack him on the head? Or stepped on the tail? All right. So let's go ahead. We've got those feet in front of you. Make sure we've got a good position here. Body's upright. Lift those rib cages up. From this position, I'm going to lift one ankle up, put it on that opposite knee. This is our figure 4 position. If this doesn't happen for you, you can cross it down here. You can cross it down low too, however it feels comfortable for you. Lift that rib cage up and let's lean forward. So now we're opening up that hip on the other side. We were working on the top of the hip. Now we're stretching underneath. Take a deep breath in. Visualize that you can breathe into that tightness. And bring your body up. All right, so leave this here. And I want you to take, so my left leg is up. I'm going to take my right hand and I'm going to push against that leg. And that leg is going to push against my hand. So I'm actually pushing. And so you will feel the abductors engaged here, right? And the core. So I'm pushing against that knee. That knee is pushing against my hands. I am pushing in both directions here. Now I'm going to allow that hand to push that leg down, but I'm still resisting. And release. Nice. All right. Go ahead and cross. And go ahead and lean that body forward. All right. We're just stretching out that lower back, stretching out the glutes. Let those arms relax. And go ahead and bring that body back up. Go ahead and uncross those legs. Nice. Let's do the other side here. We're going to raise that ankle rested on the knee. And we're all different, right? Some of us have our foot up here. Some of it is more parallel, so more flexible. Lift that rib cage up and bring that body forward. You're gonna feel that tightness underneath the hip, that really loosening up. This is a great move before you go to bed. If you ever have twitches or you have tightness in the muscles for Charlie horses, this will help loosen that.
Charlie horses.
Yeah, those are hard, so. And bring the body up. All right, so my right leg is up. I'm gonna take that left hand, push down as my leg pushes up. So I'm really engaging that abductor muscle here. My core is also engaged. I'm pushing as hard as I can, building that resistance. Push a little harder, push that leg, that knee against the palm, push that palm against the knee. And now I'm gonna allow my hand to push that knee down. And release. Go ahead and cross that leg, and let's go ahead and lean forward again. And let those arms drop, let that head drop. And bring your body back up. Nice, all right. And let's go ahead and open those legs just a bit. I'm gonna move my body forward. So I'm gonna scoot to the edge. I have a little bit more mobility. Be careful. You don't ever wanna scoot with the edge where the chair might come out from underneath you, that you're not in a safe position here. And let's raise those arms up towards the ceiling. Lift that rib cage up. Turn and shift so you're facing one leg. And let's lower over that leg as far as you're able to. I'm gonna walk those hands across to the other foot. And bring that body up. Now, as I do, I feel my side muscle engaged, bringing those arms up. So these are cherry pickers, right? So as we bring our hands across, we're gonna grab as many cherries as we can. Arms up, let's go down. Bring those hands across, picking up cherries, all the way to the other leg. Bring that body up. We're gonna do 5, and that was 2. Here's 3. Walk across. Bring that body up. 4. Lower down as far as you're able to. You should feel this underneath the legs too. Last one, 5. This is really challenging those hamstrings. And bring that body up. Lift those arms up. We're not going to give ourselves a break here. We're going to keep our bodies engaged. Turn and face that opposite foot. Let's go down. Move those hands across, grabbing those cherries. Bring that body up. Arms up, turn towards that leg. And down. I'm going to do it 5 times. You can do it at your pace. 3. 4. 5. Last one for me. All the way across. Arms up. Reach up towards the ceiling. And relax. Nice. All right. Should feel a little bit of an opening, also a little bit of a pull on the back of the legs here. All right, let's keep those arms out like airplane arms. Feet are still out. I'm going to take my left hand, go down, tap my right foot, and bring it up. All right, and so if you get dizzy, keep your eyes forward, or maybe not go down quite as far, however it feels good for you. And we'll do 10. 1, let's do both sides. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one, 10. Let's touch both ankles. Bring that body up and relax those arms. Nice, good job. Whew, good job. All right. Okay, let's bring those legs together. I'm going to bring those arms up towards the ceiling, reaching up, opening up your chest. You should feel that belly open up as those arms come up. I'm going to extend up. Now, extend them arms towards me. Keep reaching towards me. Push your hips back now so that I've got that push and pull. Hands are pushing out, hips are pushing back. I'm going to drop those hands all the way down. Swipe across the ground, bringing them back up into a circle. We'll do a nice little circle here. We'll do 5 of these. 1, push it forward, swoop, all the way up. 2, push it forward, hips are back. 3, 4, 5, all the way up. We're going to reverse this. Hands are going to go back. Now we feel our shoulder blades touching. Body moves forward. Hands drop down. Swooping up almost as if you're grabbing water. Coming up. Bring those hands back. Touch those shoulder blades. Swoop down. Swooping up maybe sand, water. Maybe all those cherries are still there. 2. I must be hungry, right? 3, 4. Last one, let's make it super big. 5, swoop it down, bring it up, and rest those hands, nice. All right, we'll do some stretching here. And I'm gonna have you turn sideways in your chair so that one leg can drop down. I'm gonna drop that outside knee down. And so I'm on my foot here, however you're able to do this. There you go. Okay. You can use the chair for balance too then, yeah. And then, so from here, I'm gonna push that leg back. And so my goal is to stretch the back of my leg. We did a lot of working on the back hamstrings here, so I'm just trying to stretch that back leg up here. When I'm doing this, my hip might have a tendency to open up, so I might turn to face. I'm going to shift my body so I'm facing in that forward direction. So I'm facing towards that front foot. Push your body upright so you feel that stretch on your core. So if you want to push on your chair, push on your thigh, bring that body upright. And if you're able to, if you feel balanced enough, bring those arms up. This is a high lunge. And you might feel that stretch all the way up to the hip area here. And drop those hands. I'm going to drop my hand down, slide it down. Let's stretch the front of that thigh. So I'm going to grab my ankle and pull that heel up towards my glute. So however it feels comfortable, I see people standing, sitting. However it feels good for you, just make sure we're stretching that muscle. In this position, I am going to push against my hand. So I'm almost as if I'm trying to put my foot down, but I'm going to pull with my hand. So I've got that push-pull again. So push and pull. So you feel a little bit of tension, maybe even in the arms here. Release that push-pull. Drop the hand. Let's do the other side. Turning sideways, dropping that leg. Pushing it back so that I get that nice hamstring stretch here. So however it feels good for you. So you know the goal is to stretch the hamstrings, stretch this upper back of the leg here. There you go. I'm going to try to push my heel to the ground. So as I do so, push that body upright. So now you feel that stretch across the front of your core. Good, nice. Bring those arms up. I feel that stretch all the way across my chest. Make sure those hips are facing forward. You feel that stretch a little deeper up in the hip here. And drop those hands. Let's slide that hand down to the ankle. Let's stretch that front thigh. We're going to stretch that quadricep just a bit here. And now I'm going to push against my hand. So I'm going to try to bring that foot down. As I do, I'm going to stop it by pulling up with the hand. So I'm pushing and pulling. Sometimes when I do that, I might feel a little tension on the back of my hamstring here. Push and pull. This is actually stretching the fascia. And release. Nice. All right. Go ahead and find yourself sitting forward again. That actually caused a little tightness there. I got a little trolley horse going. I'm going to extend my right leg. Left leg's going to stay bent. I'm going to stretch this right leg, but I'm going to do so by leaning over the left leg. So this leg is flexed, that toe is pointing back at me. It's nice and straight, pushing the heel into the ground. I'm going to lean over that opposite foot. I feel a nice stretch on the back of this hamstring here. Yeah, so even though we're leaning over this leg, it's this leg that's getting stretched. And go ahead and push that body up. Let's go ahead and alternate. Put that leg out, point that toe back towards you, and let's lean over that opposite leg. And you can engage a little more just by pulling that foot back. And go ahead and bring that body upright, nice. Go ahead and sit back in your chair. Let the chair hold you. Nice and comfortable. Feel the chair resting against your back. Open up those arms, palms up. Take those shoulders, we talked about this in the beginning, roll them back, tuck them into those back pockets. Chest now opens up just a bit here. Let the head drop back. Relax the neck. Point that chin out as far as you can. Feel that stretch. And bring the body forward. Go ahead and place those hands on your knees. You can readjust if you need to. All right. Open up those shoulders. Tuck them into your back. Open up arms, airplane arms. Palms up. Roll that chest forward. Let the head draw back. You can do your jaw here, your chin, or you can do your eyes. Let your eyes roll back. Feel the muscles around your eyes work just a bit. Try to almost as if you could see on top of your head, down on the ground on the other side. Feel those muscles in your eyes. A little heavy as you do this.
Is that good for vertigo?
And bring those arms up. Not so much for vertical, but it will strengthen the muscles around your eyes and improve your vision. So, yeah. You might actually find yourself getting just a little dizzy.
And
With
some of the vertigo exercises are looking up and down like that.
and that goes back to that crossing the midline, and that's what they're, yeah. And so they're strength. So it's proprioceptive, and so they want your body to find where it is in this space, and that's what they're working on.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's
Mhm.
interesting.
It's very interesting. Our bodies are very amazing. We got one more. Arms up. So even though our arms are up, you can still shift those shoulders, tuck them down in the back pocket. Palms are facing up. Let's lean back. If you feel comfortable in your chair, let that head drop back. You can do your chin. You can do your chin and your eyes. I like to look to the side too. And bring those arms back up.